Good morning. This is a quick video to show the length I will go to not to break out a dozen spot welds and try to get a trunk panel aligned, the one that goes between the rear window and the trunk. I've gone through this before and it's just a giant pain. So, see that hole right there? That's where my welder used to sit. We'll get to that in a minute. There's the argon bottle, and there's a hose coming out of it, and there goes the hose. Hose, over there, around the ladder. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Walk around over here. You might hear the welder in the background. Oh, there's the hose. Hose. Oh, plastic box in the way. Hose. Table with a bunch of stuff I'm working on for the Chevelle. Hose. Oh, there's the big extension cord running the welder. And hose. And yay, there's the welder. Guess what? Oh, there's the catalog that had some t-shirts I was picking out from Summit. And shadow, and there's the welder. Now, there, all the lines go over to this contraption, which is allowing me to stand on the ladder and still work the foot pedal. Yes, I have the finger control, don't like it as much, so this is working. And here's the said panel. So that panel is in great shape at the trunk line, and has no problems at all, except where the glass went in. It was completely rusted out. So I've got a new panel, cut out that, laying it in, and I am willing to climb up here and TIG weld this thing for how many hours it takes to let it cool and stitch weld so don't get any heat distortion, so that I don't have to drill out all the spot welds, not to mention the 2 or 3 spot welds that go in between the quarter panel and here, which are really hard to reach with the spring and the hinge in there. So I'll fill all that with weld, and yes, on this time I checked the window trim to make sure I had the angle right. Had some trouble with that before, so that's something I highly recommend you do if you're replacing any of this, is have your window trim handy so that the reveal between the sheet metal and the window trim stays as tight as it can be. So there we go. Many hours later, I will show more, and hopefully this all works. Well, I'd say the day's effort was worth it. Got that all TIG welded in, drilled some little holes, big weld what looks like spot welds through the channel. Got it sanded up, and I'm going to put a coat of self-etching primer on it for now, just to seal it up. And there we go. That is not bad, and I'll tell you, certainly worth the effort, rather than having to wrestle that panel out and then get everything level and get the alignment on the trunk back. So got it all sealed up, and yeah, better part of the day, but again, don't have to worry about fighting alignment.